Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to this week's episode of ReCap, baby. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Benjamin, aka Shaka Brody. Welcome to this week's episode of ReCap, where we answer the question, hey, do you like hats? And if you do, you definitely came to the right spot. Over on Instagram, what's going on, everybody? And of course, everybody over on Twitch, what is up? But if you're not able to catch the show live, you can catch us on YouTube at Hat-Club. Be sure to subscribe to us, which is a fancy word for follow, and give us a like if you like what you see. Chat, very lively today. Love to see it. Peyton Spin, Ugly Manchi, VT Kevin R, JM1620, S-Man OC Elk Dot, Bearded Hannibal, Warrior X408, Fitted Shua, or Fitted Tua. Croats 10, my name is Eric. What's going on, guys? It's Luke, Cap Crusader, King Bamadele. What up? Sorry, my brain went blank right there. Johnny Hustle, Vengeful Spectre, David Kearns, good to see you here, brother. Obi1BMF, Jacob Fitted, Donnie Walnuts. That's a new one right there. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining. Oh, and Richard V221, what's going on? I know there's gonna be more people trickling in, but I don't do this show alone. Got to bring him a wingman. Teferi Taylor, what's going on?
What's going on, Ben? I heard it's a main event type of night. So
it is a main event type of night. So
get
your shit ready, everybody.
Yes, sir. How you feeling, brother? You good?
I'm good, man. Just a little energized right now. I'm going to blame it on the rock star that I probably should not have drank.
Listen, man, it's going to be a great night. Hell in a cell, one might call it tonight. But you know what? It's all good. Chat is looking lively, as you said. What's going on? My name is Eric Quando Bando. What's up? K Caesar. April is crazy. That is an understatement, man. We got next couple of shows going to be crazy. So we're definitely going to cover that tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Third in line, do you like cows? If you like cows and you like hats, great place for you to be. He said, Tef, ready for a losing. Ready for a loser leaves Twitch battle. Listen, Dragon Yoda, yes, that will probably be my name for the rest of the night, Stone Cold Tef. But again, this is not a dynamic duo. Gotta bring in our third man into this Royal Rumble of a show we have called ReCap. Bring in our guy Austin.
Boom, there he is.
What's up, fellas?
What up?
Where's the intro music for everybody, though? That's what I need.
I know. I was thinking about that earlier, and it's just like there's no way I can scramble enough time to get all this shit together.
Wah, 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 wah.
Listen.
What's going on, fellas? Hey, chat. How we doing? JM1620. Good to see you, brother. Long time no see.
Yes, sir. Ugly Man Chief said it's between this vest and my Cluxbusters jacket for best piece of my collection.
Yes.
You know what? Fair. I don't know. Like, you know what? It's got to be a 1A, 1B situation, Chief. I mean, if I'm feeling real stone cold, then the vest comes out. If I feel like if I'm, Juneteenth, we may see the return of that jacket, depending on weather conditions, obviously. But either which way, great show for you guys lined up tonight. If you like hats, welcome.
I like the name Donnie Walnuts.
So do I. It's a very Sopranos-esque name, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that sounds gangster as hell.
As like both Block S hats are fire. Tef needs to put one on. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I did not know that.
Well, I did mine to pay respects to Brett for creating one of my favorite packs of all time from Hat with Lavender Fields. So he's involved in the main event pack. So shout out to him. But like that's one of my favorites. And then I love it. I gave Elk Dot some shit yesterday about all the Yankees hats he's been posting on social media. And he said, I got you tomorrow with the Mets, and he posted a good hat by Tab. So that was a beauty of a post.
That was
beauty of a post.
1000%. Great hat. Great Queens get the money type of hat. So shouts out to Elk, one of the great ones here. But speaking of great ones, you guys, is it time for
Sight Sleepers?
Yes, and that's my fault because I don't have it ready.
Way to go, jerk!
Yeah, we were talking in the pre-show lobby so much about NCAA that I got distracted. All right,
no, I'm ready. I feel like a jackass because I'm wearing a Mike Tyson's Punch-Out shirt, and yet I had a whole drawer full of other shirts I could have worn, which would have fallen greatly with the theme, and I blew it. Sorry, guys.
Way to go, Ben. Way to go.
Way to go.
Well, you know what didn't blow it is these hats on the website. They're phenomenal. Up first, we have some good old D-back action that's halfway cooked. It looks like.
Wow. Yeah,
nice.
So Arizona D-backs just like a black and red two-tone here with a nice bone color on the interior of that D logo. And then metallic gold and metallic red for the outskirts there. And I'm trying to see. Oh, it's a good pinky. That's probably
with some knowledge here.
That's this was a Hat Club LA exclusive.
A little bit of leftover action looks like.
Third in line asked who's my favorite intercontinental champion, and I told Discord beforehand. I said, carry me through wrestling talk because I don't know jack shit. So
I got you, brother.
Yeah, there we go. Is this metallic red on the interior here too? It looks a little bit darker than that red.
It does look. I think that's just normal twill.
Okay. Very nice, but very good looking crown. Halfway cooked there, but if you're a 7 to 7 5/8, you're good.
Oh, so Chief is saying it's not the D-back, but that Angel was in a couple of others.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Yep. So good coral crown here for this. So coral upper crown and then green top visor and green top button. That seafoam green throughout. Good gray. Sucker for a good gray. That seafoam green throughout along with emerald as well. For the Angels logo itself, 50th anniversary side patch there.
It kind of looks like an inside-out watermelon.
It does, yeah. Definitely giving me like with the color play. Definitely reminds me of like J Tips, like some of the packs that we've had from J Tips.
I can see that. I can see that. LA Dodgers 1963 World Series up next. So the very, very clean everyday crown for this one. We have the black crown with the green upper visor and a gray under visor on this one. This is one that you could rock every single day. Not sure if I'm assuming that's metallic silver and it just looks a little different on the photo there.
It is metallic silver. We showed that one off last week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Good stuff. A team that should not be mentioned. It only has one size left, so we don't need to spend too much time on it. New York Yankees.
Throw it out. I don't know how the hell I missed this hat because I've got a lot of old school New Jersey Nets or like late 90s New Jersey Nets jerseys that I could have easily paired with this goddamn hat.
Yeah, definitely a lost cool fashion there, which is interesting.
No, Ben, it's not meant to be that you're picking up a Yankees hat. You just gotta wait for it for a Mets. That's all I gotta say.
Wow.
Chief, I'm assuming.
So imagine the Mets tri logo in this. Good Lord.
I mean, I would still buy it regardless.
Yeah, definitely giving cool. Shouts out to Off the Dome in the building. Definitely giving cool fashion vibes on that one. Based off of team, this makes sense because, Brooklyn Nets, then it's like previous to that, the Brooklyn Nets were the New Jersey Nets. So definitely some tie-betweens there. Some good tie-betweens I could see there.
So navy top crown here, graphite top visor, pinky on this one, black sweatband. No Hat Club interior label on this one.
So, and that's a pinky too?
It is a pinky. There's only a size 7 left.
Dang. I'm definitely going to be living in regret with that one.
San Jose Sharks. Ben, what's the tally up to?
So I think this is number 27, if I'm not mistaken.
And Sharks are how many points?
Let me get an updated checking right now. Western Conference.
More flurry lately, though.
50 points on the season, so not much has changed since last week.
The San Jose Sharks. But
congratulations, San Jose. You're probably going to get the number 1 draft pick again.
There you go.
Oh, man.
That off-white crown with the teal top button there, black upper visor, good gray underneath, Hat Club interior label on this one, and then black sweatband, white taping on the inside.
And this one is definitely available at the Great Mall location.
Very nice. And San Jose Sharks 5 seasons patch on that one. Ben, did you pick this up?
No.
Pucky? You didn't pick up the Pucky?
I somehow fucked up and forgot to buy it.
Oh, good Lord. Well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my size is correct.
It's sold out in your size. Good thing you own a couple hat stretchers, so maybe you can get it going.
Well, I was gonna say, if the 3/8 is still sitting there by the time we go to Arizona next week, then I'll just pick it up in person.
Very nice.
But I cannot believe I fucking forgot to buy this hat.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So, all royal crown, solid crown here, besides the top button with that green top button. Classic Pucky logo on the front. So the eye is raised, but the rest of it is a flat embroidery, and then the ERS is also raised embroidery.
Whalers.
So very, very clean, classic looking crown. Has that vintage hockey interior label on the inside, along with the Hat Club interior label. Black gutter, gray UV, very, very clean. So, and then that 10 years of hockey side patch on the side, which I know last week we were all jonesing for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great
and somehow the day after the show, I just completely forgot about
it. You know, there's a lot going on, Ben. It's understandable.
There's so much going on up here.
Yeah. Up next, we just have a very, very clean, very simple, plain Jane Chicago Blackhawks. Sold out in a few sizes, but 7 1/8 to 7 5/8, and then if you got the large noggin size 8, you're good there too. Good gray UV, black gutter, black interior taping on this one. New era, red New Era flag on the side.
There we go.
There, and then NHL with the red hit as well. So,
and I will say, for you Blackhawk fans out there, who clearly there's a bunch of you, you guys are gonna love this week's show. Especially, there's one in particular you guys are really gonna be jazzed about.
It's also showtime. So we have another Ohtani hat coming out with it. Showtime side patch, classic Dodgers look with the royal blue solid crown, white front stitching, and then white top button on there. Good gray underneath. Hat Club interior label on this one. Pretty cool that we got, and then the Japan flag on the back.
Yeah.
So, pretty cool that we were able to get the Hat Club interior label on this one. That would be one that I would expect that New Era would be like, hey, that one's just, like a standard with it being team color.
Is this the first?
So I'm happy about it.
Is this the first Ohtani that we got the Japanese flag instead of the Batterman on it?
Yes, because the other times we did, it was a side patch.
Yeah, that's what I was trying. I remember the side patch versions. I didn't remember if it was a Batterman. Now this is very nice, very clean, very clein.
Oh Lord, chat's blowing up. Last week, for those that tuned in last week, everybody was hating on the Dodgers last week. That was insane. Yeah, we've never seen so much Dodger hate in the chat.
Hey,
so.
to quote the $1 Million Man, everybody's got a price.
Now, I
gotta add this last part too, because it pertains to last week's show. Tef and I were talking because after the show, because the Braves and the Dodgers were playing, and Tef, I forgot to send my condolences because that was the night that Shohei hit that fucking absolute nuke.
You know what? It's funny, man. It's all good. We got our first win of the season a couple weeks ago. We seem to be building some momentum, kick the Phillies' ass, too. So we're a little bit better this week, But shouts out to the Dodgers. Y'all did y'all thing. We just have to make sure we don't see y'all in the brackets this year.
At the end of the show, we got to talk about my futures. My future bet isn't looking too hot right now with the Nuggets firing their head coach.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. So I had Eagles, Nuggets, and Phillies as my future parlay that I hit on the year prior. So, but
it might be time to cash that baby in.
I think I'm literally just gonna make my money back at this point, but that's
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So we had some really, really solid A-frames come back. So a classic Hat Club style with the Louis V's here. They came back in Dodgers with the 40th anniversary patch. So those that are not familiar with the Louis V, black solid crown, red UV on all of these. And then I believe every single one besides the Arizona Diamondbacks has white front logo.
Yep.
So very, very clean hat there for the Dodgers. Yankees, less clean than the Dodgers, but has the 1950 World Series side patch there.
Very, very solid. Very, very solid A-frames there.
Taking it to Tef's world, we have the
Woo.
Atlanta Braves with the 1995 World Series side patch there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, year could have been different. Well, no, 95. Okay, no, that's a good year. Shouts out to that year. We like that.
And then shout out to Chief and Shauna. We have a San Francisco Giants for the 2010 World Series side patch there. Very clean side patch. I like that. And then red UV on that one.
You're a weird looking S-man. I'm kidding.
And then Battle of the Bay for the Oakland Athletics.
Goddamn right, Oakland.
Forever will be Oakland Athletics with the black crown, red UV there.
I think Water City copped this one.
Yeah, he did.
Whoa, let's go.
Well, welcome to the gang, Wilder.
And then last but certainly not least, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks Inog patch on this one. Very, very clean, very unique. That black threading throughout for the D-back snakehead logo with the red eyes, and then I really dig the patch here. So
yeah, no, that one's very clean. Yeah, I agree with Chief that this one's definitely him for real. In the fitted version, it was, and A-frame is no different. Love how this came through.
Oh yeah.
And then up next, we have LA Dodgers again with a brown solid crown, 1988 World Series side patch, a great light blue threading throughout, and then it looks like it's metallic copper for the outline there. Icy UV on this one, black gutter, Hat Club interior label. Very, very clean.
I admire Best of AZ and Cap Crusaders. Every time a Dodgers hat comes on the screen, it's boo immediately. Do y'all have that as like a hotkey on y'all's comment? Like immediately when the Dodgers it's just coming.
They might. Up next, we have the hometown team. So Best of AZ should give a woo for this one. So Arizona Diamondbacks script with the olive crown, brown visor, gray UV on this one. Black gutter and black interior taping. Inog patch again on this, but very clean. Would also look great. And then also a slightly different color for the New Era flag on this one. Not exactly tonal. That olive threading there as well. But black script and then copper outline there. So very clean as well. This one's a regular wear. I could see Davey wearing this one a lot.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Very earth tone centric crown here. Good work.
Although Davey is very committed to the A-frame these days.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Not at all. LA Dodgers up next, so let's get some woos in chat for that one as well. So we have is this considered their secondary or their batting practice, Ben?
So that is technically their primary logo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So technically considered their primary.
Yeah, because the batting practice / spring train logo has basically become like there was the D logo. Now there's that interlock or the LA inside the D logo. So yeah, the Dodgers script with the ball shooting in the air primary.
Okay, cool.
All right.
And very, very clean. I'll get a better look at this front logo here, but it's a gray crown on this one, red top visor, 60th anniversary side patch on this one. Good icy on this one. Wasn't expecting an icy.
Very good icy.
So Hat Club interior label there. Tonal New Era flag, red and blue for the Batterman on the back. So there's a better look at that Dodgers primary logo with the icy blue threading for the baseball shooting to the moon.
Okay.
Very, very clean side patch on this one. I like this side patch. So
sorry, I'm laughing at the comments, especially Cap Crusaders throwing in there the poverty franchise for the Dodgers. Yes, because when we think poverty in baseball, we think LA Dodgers.
You know who is probably going to be poverty in baseball because of their Juan Soto contract is the New York Metropolitans.
Wow.
And 25th anniversary here, but you love to see it. And my size is sold out.
Cooked.
So, I missed on that one. But hey, congrats to those who hit. You have the light blue top crown there, navy top visor, 25th anniversary side patch of the Miracle Mets. Great looking crown, good green UV, This is one I would rock the absolute shit out of.
I do like that color combination a lot.
I like it a lot. Would go great with the Obsidian one lows that dropped recently.
So, that it would.
So missed out. I'm a 7 1/4 these days. Up next, we have a couple of Showtime Ohtani hats here as well. So we have the all black. Is this black or is this navy? This is black. Black. Yeah. All black crown with a indigo top visor on this one, or top button on this one. So Showtime patch, and then let's get a better look at that front logo. Good gray underneath, and then there's the Ohtani logo on the front.
And then that's it, and in the royal blue colors.
Yep. Royal, and speaking of royal blue, we have the royal version of this with the almost like a Champions-esque hat for this one with the gold outline. Good gray underneath, but that gold outline on the front, and good looking hat, good looking crown.
I was about to answer Baser Drew's question in regard to what does the Ohtani hat say mean? And a few good answers in there so far. So Donnie Walnuts threw in overpaid. Let's see. Somebody else just said, "Oh, only good hat for the casino." That's a good one.
You give that hat to your bookie.
Yes.
All right. So up next, we've had a lot of people. We have the watercolor camos. I won't run through them all, but we have those available as well still. Since we showed those off in big fashion last week. But you have the Mexico World Baseball Classic. Rumor has it we might be getting some more Mexico hats in soon. So I know there's been a lot of people asking for that. So just keep your eyes out. So, and that's it. That's Site Sleepers.
That is Site Sleepers. Very nice. I was a little drawn on that one, so my bad.
Okay, so no, to answer that question, well, do you want to wait till we get into the pack to answer that who's your favorite Intercontinental Champion, Ben, or do you want to answer that before?
Oh, The Miz.
The Miz?
The Miz. And more specifically, pre-COVID run Miz when Daniel Bryan was the GM of SmackDown and stuff. I personally feel like that was hands down one of the not only Miz's greatest runs, with the exception of WrestleMania 27 time when he beat John Cena to retain the WWE Championship, but him bringing prestige and the level of emotion the Miz put into his Intercontinental run is easily one of my favorite runs of anybody who's ever carried it.
So for me, it's really a tie between three. Obviously, you can't talk about the Intercontinental Championship without Stone Cold, so that definitely got to be in that conversation. Jeff Hardy being the youngest, that was back in like the early 2000s. So like that, I mean, if you haven't at least tried to swanton off of anything, I can't really even talk to you or take you seriously. And then Bret Hart, obviously, you gotta, taking it back a little bit as well. So those are my top three. I mean, obviously we've had some great runs, but those are the three that stick out for me immediately. And I mean,
dude,
like,
I'm getting a lot of hate for the Miz. My God, what's up with you guys?
No, I mean, like I said, I think it's like, I mean, there's a lot of different ways you could go with it, but some of the names that we just named may actually be, some hats. We probably have some hats coming up that they might wear, right, Ben? I'd say that.
Yeah, because I will also throw in there the greatest Intercontinental match that I can recall. And I'm spacing on which specific WrestleMania this was, but the Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon ladder match for the Intercontinental title, still easily one of the greatest Intercontinental title matches of all time.
Yeah, and it's like, VT Kevin Hart, exactly. That's one of the reasons why I said Stone Cold was one of my favorites, because that was around that time where, like, I mean, Stone Cold, like, Rock feud, just some of the most amazing promo I think that's ever been cut was cut during that time. Like, I mean, just like, come on, man.
David Kearns with the not the truth adjustment. I don't know where the hell I got truth adjustment, but the fact checking WrestleMania 10 with the Shawn Michaels truth adjustment. Yes, we're using that from this point forward. Truth adjustment.
I like that. That's the verbiage I'm gonna use for.
God damn it,
for lying. For lying. It's like, oh, do you need a truth adjustment? Do you need that? Are you sure?
Oh my God.
I was like, Off the dome said that might have been the first WWE ladder match. I gotta look that up. I gotta see if that was actually.
It was definitely one of the early ones. I'm trying to think if there was something that was done in like a house show before that. But if my memory serves me correct, that might have been the first WrestleMania ladder match, more specifically.
Okay, Lou is saying it is. I don't doubt you, Lou. I'm just educating myself now. So,
dude, Big Show thrown in there. People still watch WWE, dude. I cannot emphasize this enough. Multi-billion-dollar industry, professional wrestling.
Also, largest YouTube channel in all of professional sports.
Bullseye.
Putting professional sports loosely there, but like all of professional sports, WWE is the largest YouTube channel by far.
Yeah,
by far. It's insane.
Yeah, no, and Lou is correct. He said the first ever ladder match at WrestleMania featured Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon at WrestleMania 10. So
good call.
Back in '94.
Jesus.
I also like that. Who said that they were?
Lou and Off the Dome, yes.
I think Raw Fitted said that he was tuning in from the grocery store.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Yeah. 94 is crazy because I was born in 93. So like I only got to watch like, essentially it recorded, like from like older like relatives and cousins that I had that loved wrestling. So yeah, it's crazy to believe that happened now. Shoot, that's over 25 years ago. I know. That's crazy.
Right. Yeah, the question was asked. I feel like this is a good one before we go into everything. Favorite wrestler of all time?
You go first, man. You go first.
You know what? I've given this a lot of thought, especially over the years. The more people ask me, I got to throw in there the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And especially considering, as a face, as a heel. Him and Marty Jannetty breaking up in the barber shop, to break up the Rockers. Like that was where it really started for me. And but my favorite Shawn Michaels moment more specifically has to do with when he went back to Montreal after the Montreal screw job and poorly sang the Canadian anthem and just got absolute heat for 30 minutes is still one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life.
I feel like it's crazy. It's sacrilegious because like we just talked about their feud, but I think for me, when you talk about moments both in and outside of the ring, I mean, Stone Cold in that era was just crazy. But I still feel like the Toronto promo that The Rock cut, the My Name is Billy, like there are promos that The Rock has cut that I know word for word. So it's like for me, it's like a 1A, 1B situation. But that's the era I grew up in. So it's no disrespect to the era that came before, but I think just seeing Stone Cold, like when he said, you got 30 minutes to get my belt back before I stomp a mud hole in your ass and walk it dry. Like, man, I was at that point, I was like, yo, ain't this like, and like Vince is like looking down, nervous and shit. Like, is he really about to do this? It's like, yeah, that to me just all time was like, I respect your answer if it's any of those two, but for me, that was a different level of when the crowd pops came for Rock or for Stone Cold. You already knew it was, if that was a night that you thought you were going to be the top guy on that card, wasn't happening. Was not happening. And
I'll even throw one in there, boys.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Mick Foley.
Wow.
He's a Cortland Red Dragon alumni.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
along with Kevin James, baby.
Kevin James as well. Wow, Ben, you're
dude, they were on the same wrestling team together in high school.
Yeah, you're Cortland alum. Very nice. Mick Foley gets it for me.
Best of AZ possible. We'll have to double check and make sure I can do that over FCC airwaves, but that might be possible tonight. Possibly.
I can't bring up any of the names, but LY Yams with some just like wild comments in regard to wrestlers and stuff. God damn you, dude. Got some Razor Ramon in there. I love that. Saw some Dudley Boys, Kurt Angle. There's a very specific era of Kurt Angle that LY Yams mentioned that I'm not going to do. So
the with hair, yes.
TNA Kurt Angle, we'll put it that way. That's the safe way of putting it.
Yeah, I mean, but if we're gonna talk about tag teams, dude, since I did see the Dudley Boys, I mean Hardy Boys. Or not Hardy Brothers, excuse me. But definitely by far Jeff Hart. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
I love it. All right. We should probably get into hats. We've killed about 30 minutes so far, just goofing around and talking about sleepers.
Yeah.
We did talk about hats, but anyway, I got to give a big shout out to everybody involved in this, in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hats that are part of the main event pack. I'm not gonna lie, the last one I'm gonna show off, I put in back on purpose. Everything else just came out of the box as is. But yeah, we are going to start things off with the Texas Rangers. So TR, State of Texas logo. So going back to the 80s, black crown, graphite button, and upper visor. Final season, 1994 to 2019 for the side patch. Love to see it. Tonal new era flag on the side. Graphite, metallic gold, and red flat stitch baddie on the back. Hat Club original pink undervisor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, and this bad boy is made in China. And I forgot to start it off with, the main event pack is dropping tomorrow, as in Thursday. Hatclub.com, Hat Club app only, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern. There we go.
Some might say that this hat is a eyebrow raiser. Yeah, I would just, but I would just say, if you're a jabroni, this might not be the hat for you, respectfully. Just gonna say that, only a hat for the great one.
You guys are carrying it right now.
I gotta say, I like that word jabroni a lot.
Listen, I'm saying, if you're a jabroni, I wouldn't go for this one. There's other hats maybe for you, not this one though. Shouts out to Kev, man. Shouts out to Kev.
Big time.
All
right, next up, it is Judgment Day, and forest green crown, black upper visor, graphite button, the nice cascading all metallics Houston Astros. So we got a little bit of metallic copper, graphite, icy blue. No, sorry, metallic silver. Just look icy blue looking face on. I already said metallic copper, metallic Kelly, metallic yellow gold, and the 2005 World Series side patch in a combination of metallic gold, metallic copper, a little bit of black on the World Series script, and of course that lime green for the 05 and the Batterman logo on the side there. Tonal new era flag once again, and metallic gold, metallic graphite, lime green for the flat stitch baddie on the back. Hat Club original icy undervisor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, and also made in China.
And Tef, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think your vision might be tripled looking at that cascading look.
Listen, if you're Austin, if you enjoy playing games, this might be a hat for you.
One of the best memes to come out of 2024 was that guy that sings everything.
As Donnie would say, if you're a person of high pedigree, this is a hat for you. I don't know these things. I'm just kind of throwing some things out there to think about. Probably to me, who was it that just Mike Reyes? Yes, I can attest. I've definitely done that. I'm gonna go even older school on you guys. Occasionally there's terror on the rise. Oh,
yeah, with this one.
All right, Ben. 10 points for Gryffindor.
Very old school.
That went over my head, Ben.
Oh, I think it went over a lot of people's heads, which is great. All right, up next. Actually, I'm gonna save this one for the one after. We are going Minnesota Twins, royal blue crown, Dodger blue crown, royal blue upper visor, baby blue for the button up top. This, of course, is the alternate, I think, 3?
I think
for the Minnesota Twins. It's either alternate 3 or alternate 4. But the M with the star logo up top, and 60th anniversary of the Minnesota Twins for the side patch. Flat stitch baddie on back, which is going to be a nice metallic gold, and I would almost say like metallic pearl for the interior there, which is a nice Hat Club original pink undervisor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside. If you're into jet flying and limousine riding, this is the hat for you.
Listen, I'm just, if you can kiss any girl and make them cry, this is the hat for you. Just gonna say that.
Hey, Flash also said something that could technically be a wrestling reference. Nothing goes over my head. I would catch it.
Little Drax right there.
Yeah, Dave Bautista.
That's right.
Listen, I would also say if you like to throw articles of clothing around your home, this is definitely also a hat for you. This is definitely a hat for you.
I'm gonna throw this one out there. The only other team substitute that I would have liked to have seen with this one, even though it's not really possible just because of collegiate, like a Wisconsin one would have gone nicely with this one.
Ooh.
Potentially a Michigan, even though more time was spent collegiately, at least with the University of Minnesota.
Definitely.
So good call on this.
I was like, when I saw this hat, I love it. I was like, when I saw it, and then I looked at the side patch definitely reminded me of a Rolly face, if you will. So I was interested to see if they were going to go the KC Royals route.
Two-tone as well, right? It's
yeah.
not.
I was gonna say because Dodger blue crown, but just like a basic royal blue for the upper visor. So very subtle, but you can catch it in the light perfectly.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. I dig it. Good work.
Ooh, okay.
Shout out JJ.
Yeah, shouts out Off the Dome talking about some design thoughts that they went with that. That would have been crazy.
That would have been good. I'm glad you and I were on the same wavelength on that one.
Yeah, that would have been insane, man. Listen.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
No, we're good. We're good.
No worries. Right up your alley, Teferi. This is going to be the Atlanta Braves script. This is going to be a kind of a cream. Kind of a combination between cream and stone in regard to the crown. Red button, royal blue upper visor, red and metallic gold for the script on the front, and the American League National League for the side patch. So excellent touch there, fellas. Tonal New Era flag on the side, the metallic red, gold, and royal blue for the flat stitch baddie on the back. Retro green under visor, black sweatband, hat clip tag on the inside, and this one is made in China.
Yes, Reyes, completely agree. This is a hat that you would wear if you want to finish some storylines. Definitely think this is a hat that you wear with that. Yeah, I mean, Off the Dome is really like when I thought about it, even from just the side patch to the front logo execution, extremely tough. Love the colors on this. That side patch is insane. And I'm normally not the biggest fan of the Atlanta spell out for the front script, but this is just really executed really well. Shouts out to the guys for delivering on this one. Really, really well done.
Yeah, and shout out to Marietta, Georgia.
Shouts out to Marietta, man.
Actually, what's funny is this always reminds me of Homelander, this specific side patch.
It definitely does.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that for sure. I love that side patch.
It's a good one.
Very cool, underutilized side patch in my opinion.
Very much. I was about to say the same thing, but I choked up. All right. We are moving to Chicago with the Cubbies. Nice electric blue for the crown, red button, black upper visor, combination of metallic graphite, metallic icy blue, red in the bare face, aka the Ryan Sandberg sleeve patch logo for the Chicago Cubs, and the 1990 All-Star game for the side patch. And of course, tonal New Era flag on the side, flat stitch batting on the back, combination of white, metallic red, metallic graphite, and gray under visor, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside, made in China, best in the world, baby.
Listen, if you're part of a group of individuals that, like personality, this might be a hat for you, really, really like, and I like what Off the Dome is doing by kind of giving you guys little bits of tidbits, for design details as well. But one thing I will say about how all these hats came out, it's like there's at least one or two design elements on it that I think really tie in the name and the theme, if there was one behind this pack.
Yeah.
Very clean.
I know it wasn't possible to do this, but if there was a way that the design crew behind this could have done only the 4 middle stars as red and every other star as white,
that would be crazy.
That would have been nuts.
That would have been nasty.
Yeah, I don't know. There might have been, Ben, because we've done the stars as different colors, but they're all tied to weird things, like based in the files.
Correct.
So, yeah, I don't know if they're, because didn't we do the Ox pack that we did in Chicago?
Well, there was one of the more
didn't that have different colored stars?
Yeah, you might be right. I think I just forgot about that one.
I think there was one that John dropped on his page where the stars were different colors for like a revamp of maybe the graduation Cubs, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure.
Okay,
I gotta go look it back up.
Sticking in the Midwest, we are going to Detroit. Purple crown, black button, black upper visor, 1970s style D logo in the front, a la Mark Fidrich, of course. Metallic silver on the interior, metallic graphite on the exterior. 2005 All-Star Game for the side patch. Tonal New Era flag on the other side. So you can see a little bit of a color difference there in the shades of purple. But black, metallic silver, very dark purple in regard to the flat stitch baddie on the back. Hat Club original pink undervisor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, made in China. This one's dirty.
Yeah, that's
a good looking crown. You know, I wish this is how T-Dot looked with the pinky. Remember the T-Dot pack? We did red UVs on the T-Dot, and I wish it was pinkies on that.
Yep. No, this came out fire. Like, I really, really like how this came out from the front logo to the side patch. Extremely, extremely clean. Design detail there. 2005 is a very interesting year for those, check out Off the Dome's comment to see where and why that year was, pretty special.
There is a very specific promo that keeps running through my head every time I look at this hat. And of course I can't repeat it. But Houston Astros with the fire behind it, white crown, red button, black upper visor. Excellent use of the metallics in here. So metallic red, metallic gold for the flames, metallic graphite for the star logo and back. And then just, exactly. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. The raised white threading for the interior of the H with a nice black back or outline around it. 2000 inaugural season. God damn it. Sorry, I'm just laughing too hard. Inaugural season for the Houston Astros for the side patch. No Betterman logo, but it has the H with the star on the back as opposed.
I love the double for like the front logo and the back hit on this one. Extremely, extremely well executed. Listen, great hat to own if you're coming for suckers.
I forgot to mention good gray undervisor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, made in China.
Very, very clean. Definitely like an everyday wearer too.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah, like I really, really like I said, I think my favorite detail is the front logo, obviously, but then the back hit as well. That's 2 H's, but yeah, okay. Got you. That's my favorite detail. That's probably why it's my favorite design detail then. Because it's very rarely that we do that. So
yeah,
shows a lot more intentionality behind like sticking to the theme. So like I said, there's at least one design detail on each of these hats that to me just knocks out the park.
Oh my God. Okay, I can't have that hat in my hand anymore. And then last but not least, yes, you all guessed it right as far as which one I was going to hang on to last. That, of course, the first Montreal Expos hat that we've done in a grip, and to be used in this fashion actually makes it way classier. Black crown, black upper visor, graphite button up top. I love the shimmer of the metallic silver, the metallic graphite, and that hint of pink in there because of the outline and the way the light reflects off of it just makes it a million times better. And then, of course, we got the Club de Baseball for the Montreal Expos for the side patch, the combination of the Quebec flag on one side, the Canadian flag on the other. This one's going to have a tonal New Era flag on one side, flat stitch, metallic gold, metallic graphite Batterman logo in the back. Hat Club original pink undervisor, of course, and black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside. Made in China. All I'm going to say is if you guys get screwed on trying to pick up this hat tomorrow, don't blame me. Don't blame me. I didn't do it.
Yeah, like I feel like you can, just from the color schemes to read Off the Dome's comment about that as far as the side patch selection, just really, really well executed hats. You guys are asking us for more expos. and I feel like this was a very timely arrival. Pink
Mhm.
UV2, man, shouts out to legit. Shouts out to everybody that had a hand in putting this pack together. Extremely well executed. This is definitely early contender for me of pack of the year right here.
And Cap Crusader was saying that this is his hat of the year, and I think this at the end of the
Dang.
year, I think this one's going to fall into a lot of people's. To be
Yeah,
honest.
no,
I agree with that.
like I feel like the promo, you know, how it was shot, you know, especially just how creative they got. I mean, this is something where this one's gonna fly, but I feel like every single hat from this pack, if you get any of them, you cooked. You did a good job.
Ben, is this your favorite hat so far this year?
Yeah, and I yes, I'll put it that way. There's more I want to add to that, and it's just regard to I will be fighting tomorrow with all of you guys. So I was not able to get an invoice for this hat.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is definitely one of my favorites. I mean, like I said, there's some throughout this. I mean, the Detroit. I mean, you have, like I said, the Minnesota Twins. Like I said, when I go up and down the list, I don't think that there's a hat that I would be like, man, all I got was no. And I think that when we talk about packs of the year, like when we normally do this at the end of the year, I think all the hats all the packs that we talk about, the lineup is just like this, where any one of these hats you pick up is viable. It's a great crown.
Oh yeah. No, I think the thing I was going to say let me go back to like normal screen. So we're all, equally sized and stuff like that. The biggest thing with this is I've seen people take runs at this particular, theme, if you want to call it that. And there have been some that have been really good. Osprey did a bunch that were awesome for non-hat club. But this is hands down probably one of the best collections I've seen of this caliber. And
Mm-hmm.
seriously, congratulations and excellent job to everybody who put these together.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, so
we're gonna need a part 2. I'll put it that way. We're gonna need a part 2.
Definitely.
I feel like we do.
Yeah, definitely gonna need a part 2. But I think that's, when you guys sell out packs like that, that's what gives, the doorways for things like that to happen. So again, big shouts out to like Ben said, everybody. Can we say names or we're just
yeah,
go for it.
Yeah, I mean, big shouts out to Legit, KJ, Kev, Brett. I mean, like pretty much Yeezus. I mean, everyone and it's hard for me not to necessarily just say the names, but if you guys haven't had a chance to go check out the photos that they cut for this, definitely go check those out. All of them, it has that good balance of humor. It has that good balance of actual seriousness. The props that were chosen, people that are in the community. I really, really just liked how this came together. That's why I'm giving it its flowers now. I think we wait until things sell out and then we say it's pack of the year, but I have an eye for things that are just done very, very well. So shouts out to them.
I'm laughing because of what Mikey Reyes says. I forgot to show one, and that's all I'll say. I know a lot of people are asking in regard to how's the stock on this. It's kind of low.
It's tight. Yeah.
Very tight. Hence
you're
why
lucky.
I was not able to get an invoice.
Yeah, you're lucky if you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
you're lucky if you get it.
I'll be backyard brawling with all of you guys tomorrow. And no holds barred, baby.
Calf, go check out T800 John's page too if you're still struggling to put things together. He detailed all of them out.
Exactly, yeah. It's pretty much spot on for each of these. So you guys know exactly which ones are for which things. For sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting everybody to be pissed off at me tomorrow, but we'll see how that. Like I said, it's not my fault.
Yeah, and I forgot to also say AMS in that as well. Sorry, AMS. Charge it to the game, not my heart. Definitely did a great job contributing on the pack as well.
Yeah. Tomorrow, as in Thursday, hackclub.com, Hack Club app only. No stores are getting these. 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Be quick. Be quick.
Yeah, have the app fired up and loaded. That's all I got to say.
Go.
Oh, yeah. All right, we are going on into Friday. We've got a hat drop pretty much every day this week. Some are actually relatively small, so nice little variety pack here. And I am going to start with this out of season Houston Texans, because Houston Texans hats still sell pretty well. That is going to be a graphite crown, black button, black upper visor, very red alternate H logo for the front, and of course the primary Texans logo for the side patch, and all red NFL shield for the back, and red undervisor as well. So very graphite, very black, very red. Black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, and this one is going to be made in China. And my apologies, this 3-pack of variety pack hats I'm showing off are going to be dropping Friday morning, hatclub.com, Hat Club app, 8 a.m. West Coast time, 11 a.m. East Coast time.
Shouts out to Baser Drew. I definitely am seeing that in the color scheme for sure.
100%.
For sure.
For all you Buckeye fans out there. Up next, can't get enough of the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. So old school logo for the front, chrome white crown, burgundy button and upper visor. Nice little metallics usage there in the logo with the metallic copper. 2003 Stanley Cup champions for the, or not champions, just Stanley Cup for the side patch. Tonal New Era flag on the opposite side. Traditional colorway, so the black and kind of like yellow orange for the NHL shield on the back, and Hat Club original pink undervisor. Black sweatband and made in China. Or sorry, this one's made in Bangladesh. God, I got so used to variety pack hats being made in China. This one's actually made in Bangladesh.
Yeah, clean everyday wear for that one.
Yeah, is that a restock, Ben? I feel like that is.
You might be right. I know we've dropped this, but did we drop it as a pinky?
I think LA had something very similar to it. I don't know if it was a pinky though.
Yeah, but very clean though. Very clean. See you. If you didn't tell me, Ben, I would have had to break out, the drawing, the protractor. I would have had to explain the angles because Austin still doesn't believe.
I'm not going to repeat it, but I just want to post what G. Laurent said because I think it's funny.
Oh yeah.
All right, and the third for Friday, this gorgeous Chicago Blackhawks light navy crown and upper visor, baby blue button. Nice little Chicago Blackhawks script. Of course, the Winter Classic at Wrigley Field for the side patch, and the C with the double tomahawks or the double hammers in the back. Combination of metallic gold, icy blue, and Kelly green. Tonal New Era flag on the opposite side. And good gray under visor, black sweatband, Hat Club tag on the inside, and this one is made in China.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I hope that logo gets used more often. I really like that. So
yeah,
that's the first time I've seen it. Very, very dope. And Chief responded to the Ducks question that we had earlier. LA did have it, they just had it in a good gray.
I knew it.
Yeah, I feel like I do have that off-white, but I don't know if it was the same. If it was the same back hit with the NHL, I'll have to go check. I'll check that tonight.
This is dope.
I do like this.
But there's another Blackhawks hat I'm going to show off here momentarily. So that'll do it for Friday. We are going into Sunday now. A-frames, because everybody loves A-frames these days. So Sunday, April 13th, 8 a.m., hatclub.com and the Hat Club app, 8 a.m. West Coast time, 11 a.m. East Coast time. The entire clip, actually, hold on, let me verify. Yep, entire clip is going to be, it's not a color story, but there's all the same color. So all chrome white crowns, black upper visor, black button, black logos, black snap feature in the back, no side patches, so plain Janes with the chrome white New Era flag on the opposite side.
Nice.
Good gray under visors, black sweatbands, and all these are going to be made in China. So these are just black and white two-tone A-frames. So Chicago White Sox up first.
Hell yeah.
Very solid everyday wears here for A-frames.
Yeah. Then we are going into Austin's favorite, the New York Yankees. Hey, that's a pretty girl. I wonder if she dates one of the Yankees.
Probably a loser.
Wow. Boom. Then we got current D logo, Detroit Tigers.
That's clean. I like that one.
Future 2025 World Series champions right there, baby.
Oh, man.
Hey, who's first place in the AL Central right now? Suck it.
No, you know what? You're not wrong, Ben.
I am not wrong.
You're not incorrect on that one.
They're just banging out wins, baby. Texas Rangers up next. So T logo with a little bit of a white outline there in between the primary T logo and of course the drop shadow.
I agree, Chief. I agree.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad idea. So for anybody on Instagram who can't see what Chief wrote, he says these hats feel good for a creative do-it-yourself person that can customize it somehow. I love that you got rid of the quote before I finished it. That was excellent move there.
Didn't mean to.
Boom.
Yeah, I feel like if you have a lot of retro pins for that team, I think definitely that would be a really good way to kind of dress that hat up a little bit.
Up next is going to be the Philadelphia Phillies interleague logo. Kind of a nice usage of this one, especially with it being a flat stitch. I don't know why, just kind of like it looks cleaner as a flat stitch.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that extra MLB official license sticker does not come with every order.
Correct. There we go. Let me fix that. It was off the Rangers one that was right on top of it. Done.
Yeah. We're playing the Phillies right now, so I can't say anything necessarily great about that hat. You know.
San Diego Padres up next. So current SD logo. So the rounded off interlock with the opening between the S and the D.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
San Francisco Giants 80s logo. So rounded off interlock SF logo. I love the fact you just asked about the Giants and then, oh yeah, hey, here you go, Chief.
It's like he knows. It's like he knew.
Wouldn't be a collection without an LA Dodgers in the mix, of course.
Cue the booze. Come in a second.
Booze. Arizona Diamondbacks. Let me get rid of this. God, the MLB logos or stickers just falling off. My God. Arizona Diamondbacks up next. So bigger than usual D logo for the front. I don't know why you guys find that so funny.
Because we're immature, Ben.
We are.
No, naturally. I don't think we have a shred of maturity on this show. What the
At
hell?
all. Unapologetically.
Unapologetic. Chicago Cubs. So the Ryan Sandberg 80s, 90s sleeve logo makes its return here. So bareface logo for the front. Nice little black and use of graphite. No metallics on this one, so just kind of normal normal graphite threading. Atlanta Braves up next. So traditional A logo.
Yes, sir.
Kind of looks like the old like 60s, early 70s version. Just seems like a little bit thinner than usual. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it doesn't have the outer outline.
Yeah.
So but to you guys' point, that's not so much a bad thing, I think, on this silhouette. So definitely can. Oh yeah, 715 day was yesterday too. So if you have some 715,
hell yeah,
on there, yeah.
Hammer and Hank, baby.
Yes, sir.
Up next, your Oakland Athletics.
That one's clean too, Ben.
It is actually.
It's very, very clean. There it is. The man looks good in an A-frame. That's all I gotta say.
At some point, I will probably transition into more A-frames. I'm just trying to find my right ones.
I mean, that's about the most regular everyday wear that you could get in a good transition into an A-frame. In my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah, that's an airport hat. Yep. That's going to the mall,
grocery store.
Yeah, everything. It's an everything hat.
Going to pick up Angie from the airport, you know.
Yeah, that's pretty true, actually. And then last but not least, Houston Astros. So this is actually the 1970s version of the Astros logo. So block H, no drop shadow, just the black star in the background. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Don't worry, it'll be quick.
And shouts out to you, Grambo, for getting your first A-frame. Welcome, brother. He said my A-frame will be my pickleball hat.
Okay.
I can't believe that happened.
Yeah, just out of nowhere.
Dude,
Elgato strikes again.
There we go. All right. Last but not least, Houston Astros, like I said, 1970s style front logo. Once again, plain Jane, black and white two-tone, A-frames for you guys. And yeah, this is the whole clip. So Sunday, 8 a.m. West Coast time, 11 a.m. East Coast time. Stores did get these, so in case you're a local, you can snag one there. I almost said snack one there. Snag one there. And yeah, be ready to rock.
I mean, I've been seeing a lot of people in IG chat and a lot of people on Twitch chat asking about Cattle Pack. That's next show.
Yeah,
so, because it's releasing next week. So
sorry, gotta keep you guys waiting a little bit longer.
Yeah, but we Ben and Tef will be doing recap at a different time next week. So it's gonna be Monday for next week. I'll be traveling out to Arizona. I'll be in Arizona all week for meetings, so I won't be joining. Ben will be in Arizona, joining me in Arizona halfway through the week. So good stuff coming.
Let's just say that Monday's show will be a movie.
Whoa!
There we go. All day. There we go.
I love it. And yes, I requested the hats today, so I should probably get them like Friday or Saturday, so I'll be ready to rock for Monday's show. So a little bird told me a lot of you guys like to smoke weed.
Great transition, Ben.
Oh man,
clip it. If any, it's appropriate that you're showing off this pack for two reasons. One, you've never smoked, and two, like one of the most said things in 2024 and 2025 so far, I think, is the Benjamin. So like I think that's it's very appropriate that you're showing off this next pack.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, I am not one that partakes in the herbal remedies, if you will. However, we always get requests because April is the smokingest time of the year for a lot of you guys, and you know, we heard you and we decided to do something about it. So our good friends at Field Grade, we were able to make some like really jazzy stuff with these hats. And so Monday, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. It's a nice little 3-pack. So for all you New Yorkers out there, and with Field Grade specifically, we were actually able to do the cannabis leaves and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those are cannabis leaves. I thought they were like water oak leaves.
Water oak. There it is. It does have a modified Hat Club symbol for a side patch, for so to speak. But yeah, trucker style for the New York style. And like I said, Field Grade, which we sell a ton of Field Grade hats, believe it or not. A ton.
We actually do at the store level.
A ton. Sure. So it was kind of like a nice transition, a nice meeting of minds on this one. But gray under visor, black on the sweatband, and these are made in Bangladesh.
Yes, the weed camo caps. These were cooked up by Jorge. And they also fit very similar to the 940 A-frame.
Yep.
And you can bend the brim so it looks similar to 940 as well, for brim structure. So
yeah, a little bit of cannabis camo for you enthusiasts out there.
Yeah. Up next, because West Coast is the best coast, we've got the LA version, the Los Angeles script on the front.
The White Widow, I believe that one is called.
The White Widow?
Uh-huh.
Shout out to the Mission Impossible movies if you guys are fans.
Yep.
Black upper visor, black button, that same modified Hat Club logo for the side patch. This one is a snap. So as Austin was talking about with the 940 version for New Era, very similar fit and style on this one. Actually, give me one sec. I will show you. There we go.
All right, people got to get this ready. Ben wearing a weed hat.
Yeah, this is
clip it immediately.
There's a lot of firsts happening right now.
Yeah, a lot of firsts.
A lot of firsts. But this one's gonna have a retro green under visor, black sweatband, not a trucker like the New York one is. But this one should be made in Bangladesh as well, and sure enough, it is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. White Widow, I like that name. And last but not least, of course, our resident designer expert, Justin, aka PBJ, has got one as well. This one's going to be a stone crown, black button,
a stoned crown.
Stoned crown.
There we go.
I'm going to guess this one's called Purple Haze.
Yes, it is. Yeah, you nailed it.
That's hilarious. I know nothing about this culture, but I was able to knock that one out of the park.
Yeah.
It's a hat club symbol on the side. Snapback as well. So this one's kind of more of like a 950 version. But of course, because it's PBJ, it's got to have a Hat Club original pink undervisor to it, black sweatband, and made in China. Bangladesh, made in Bangladesh, just like the other two, made in Bangladesh. Sorry.
Mr. Cap, right? Knows nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, shout out to Field Grade. So glad we were able to do something in conjunction with them. Kind of the first time that we've actually done anything of a specific theme or variety with Field Grade. We've been carrying their hats for years. And like I said, they always sell out. Yep. So I kind of expect these ones to do numbers as well. And as a reminder, they drop Monday, hatclub.com, Hat Club app, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. East Coast time. Brother Bishop, what's going on?
Yeah, and those that are familiar, we have celebrated the holiday on many of occasions, and unfortunately, we've gotten our wrist slapped more than once. So, so this is a great alternative for us. So, shout out to Field Grade for doing these customs with us, and then shout out to Jorge for putting the pack together.
Way to go, Jorge!
Yeah, hip hip, Jorge.
But I will say that is not the only collection that's dropping on Monday. At the same time, so 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time, hatclub.com, Hat Club app. We also have, we kind of gave you guys a sneak preview last week by accident. We've got the Toronto Maple Leafs 940. Ooh. So with the real tree camo, the purple maple leaf with the kind of like olive greenish interior for the leaf stems as well as the script. 100th anniversary of the Maple Leafs for the side patch. So yes, purple button up top. Can't forget that. But yeah, 940 snapback version here. Black New Era logo for the side. Retro green under visor. Black sweatband. And this one's going to be made in China. And of course, because it is real tree camo, it is going to be 100% cotton.
That one's sick.
Yeah, I do like that one. A lot.
Ben, will you be picking up any of these?
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence on this one. So maybe this one.
Okay.
Black crown, green button, Kelly green button, black upper visor, combination of Kelly green and lime green for the Toronto Maple Leafs logo. This one's a plain Jane, so no side patch. Tonal New Era flag on this one. Good gray undervisor, black sweatband, and this one is going to be 100% polyester, made in China.
A chronically good hat.
So I know I held up the 940 and said I might be getting this one, and what I meant was I'm probably going to get the 5950 version. So black crown, Kelly green button, black upper visor. So same details as the 940 I just showed you. But of course, it's going to be a combination of Kelly green and lime green for the NHL shield on the back. Good gray under visor, black sweatband. This one will have the Hat Club tag on the inside. And this one will be made in China, because this one kind of reminds me of like St. Patrick's Day.
Okay. Okay. If that's where your mind goes, that's good.
And then much like the 940 real tree camo I just showed you guys a little bit ago, we also have a 5950 version. So same detailings, real tree camo crown, upper visor, purple button, purple maple leaf with the olive green stems and script on the inside, 100-year anniversary for the side patch. And of course the purple olive green. What is that? What the hell color is that? It's kind of, I'm not sure how to describe the NHL that's written on the inside. It's a metallic threading, but not one I've ever seen.
Looks like iris.
Yeah.
Or metallic iris.
Because when you hit the light with it, it kind of gives like rainbow color vibes to it. It's very interesting.
Where is it made?
Let me figure it out here. I think I can get it for you in just a few.
This one's made in China. Like, it seems like it should be like metallic icy blue, but it's not. So
no, I can see it.
Iris, I feel like, is like a good way of saying it.
Yeah, it looks like metallic iris, which if it is, that's
Yeah, give me a second here, folks.
It seems like they've found the long lost iris.
Oh, platinum from LeBang Jr. I think that works as well. Yeah, iridescent was the word I was going to throw out there. Rashad Kicks, good call. Like, I think it's probably like, think of Marty McFly's hat from Back to the Future Part 2. It's like that.
Yeah.
But not quite lenticular.
I found the 940 version. I'm looking for the fitted version. So I can get you those details.
Yeah.
My money based off of, and again, my money definitely is on iris, metallic iris specifically, because it doesn't, especially when you're moving it like that, Ben, you see how it's like, it's not really like aluminum or silver, just the fact that it has all those colors in it. So I'm with High TTV, definitely iris.
I'm glad the show has come to a stop, just because all of a sudden I get thrown a curveball of something I've never seen before, and we're all just like, I mean, hey, it's a happy discussion. Like, I mean, just having this new detail on a hat, I think is awesome.
Well, the funny thing is that for a long time, like, I think
it is iris confirmed.
Oh, it is iris. Okay.
Yep.
So the funny thing is,
metallic iris confirmed.
Yep. The funny thing is that from a design perspective, a lot of people that I've talked to have gone away from it because there's only a specific country where that iris shines exactly like that. So I think it's Laos. I think was like one of the countries where you see it, where you've seen it. So it's funny that that's coming from China, and the iris is actually doing what you would expect it to do on the back of that. So maybe they found that. They found the threading, the iris that we've all been searching for.
I'm also going to throw out that maybe because it's such minimal usage on it, that's why it sheens the way that it does.
Yeah, and I mean, New Era is replenishing its fabrics and its threading constantly. So like, there's a lot of misinformation that goes around in the hat community about a lot of this stuff.
Shit! What was that thing I said a little bit ago? Truth.
Truth adjustment.
Truth adjustment. Yes.
Truth adjustment. So truth adjustment is that a threading in a fabric can change over time. It's literally until they run out of the quantity and then they replenish it, and could look slightly different, So
okay, so then let me ask you this question, Austin. Is it possible, let's say that if they do run out of a fabric, is it possible that then I don't even want to say it gets duller, because essentially you're replenishing the same fabric. So it's like, what?
No, there's a chance. I mean, it's a completely different dye. So like it's the same process in getting the fabric. Like the fabric gets dyed and then sent to the factory, and like all of that's the same process. But like it's just like how every fitted fits different. Like there could be, they obviously try and get it as close as of a match that it can. But with any production of anything, there could be a slight tonal difference, and that's what happens when making hats too. So like, but like the metallics for the threadings too. So like those metallics for threadings became popular very much in the past couple of years. But like it would be like if they were trying to use that metallic iris in Laos, like that could have been there for a decade. Not even joking. Like that amount of threading could have been there for a decade and just get cycled through the machines until it's literally out. Like there's probably not that, based off of the quantity that they have, they're like ready to go for years. But like it's could be that it just runs out for that specific one, and then it gets changed over, and it's just a hair off, but good enough for New Era QA, and like that's kind of how it operates. So, but 9 times out of 10, it is identical. But I mean, just like with anything that gets manufactured, there's a slight chance that it might be a little bit different.
Nice.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, as a reminder for all you guys, so the field grade 420 hats, as well as all the Toronto Maple Leafs hats, are going to be dropping Monday, April 14th, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Hackclub.com, Hack Club app only. God, I am struggling right now. One last little pack, a variety pack to show off to you guys, and this is going to be next Wednesday, April 16th. It's a nice little 4-pack, and we are going to start with our friend Chris Hillside, aka Hillside Goods.
Hell yeah.
So royal blue crown, button, upper visor, pelican logo.
Dig it.
With a nice goldenrod yellow New Era flag on the side, as well as the tonal Hillside Goods logo in the back, and retro green undervisor, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside. And this one's going to be 100% polyester, made in China.
Definitely give it be retro Mariners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good call, Tap.
He is from Washington, so kind of makes sense in that regard.
Okay.
Oh, you know, truth adjustment. Yeah.
Truth adjustment. Yeah. I gotta write that down so I don't forget it ever. Somebody was asking about this one on Twitter. So Arizona Diamondbacks up next. Stone gray crown, olive green, kind of olive green for the button. Actually, kind of like more of a pistachio green, actually, for the button, because then I would say darker olive green for the upper visor. My apologies. But yeah, that pistachio green, a little bit of black, a little bit of brown, metallic copper for the A logo on the front, and 2001 World Series side patch.
Yeah, Ben, the threading and the button are technically the same color, but matcha.
Yeah, I don't know why. I got Shrek vibes by looking at the
I agree.
I don't know why. But matcha.
Get out me swamp. Yeah.
So one might say this hat has layers.
Yeah.
Okay. I know where you're going with that one. So flat stitch batting on the back. So it's going to be a forest green and that pistachio green combination. And good gray undervisor, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside. And this one's going to be made in China.
Thank you, best of AZ. I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder. This will actually go really well with the SBs that are dropping. I want to say next week.
Somebody asked, yes, stone crown. So it's
on that one.
Stone crown.
Dark seaweed for the top visor.
Dark seaweed.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just said dark olive just because I didn't know if there was an actual technical term. So good call.
Yep.
All right. I had said there was another dope Chicago Blackhawks hat, and coincidentally, somebody asked me because we have an A-frame version with this logo that we dropped a couple weeks ago, and they were asking, "Hey, do we have a fitted version coming?" Yes, we do. And I like this because it reminds me of like old school Chicago Blackhawks. So this is the Chicago Blackhawks neon logo.
Oh,
Chappelle,
nice.
Right there.
Yes. So neon light logo for the front, black crown, button, and upper visor. This is a plain Jane, but tonal New Era flag on the opposite side. And the alternate C with the double hammer or double tomahawk, if you will, in the team colors for the back logo. Good gray under visor, black sweatband, hat club tag on the inside. And this one's made in China.
This is definitely a hat. Like if there's like a bar in Chicago that has the same neon.
Yes.
You understand your assignment, whoever you are.
Yeah, that should be a good challenge. If you can find a neon sign in Chicago that matches this hat, we'll give you an invoice for a future drop.
Dude. Yeah. Hell, I could fucking do that. There's like 4 downtown Chicago just off of Michigan.
Hey, don't give out the hints here. Don't give out the hints here.
Let them work for it, Ben. Let them work for it.
All right, fine. And then last but not least, somebody was asking once again, hey, when are you guys going to have another Tampa Bay Lightning hat, let alone a fitted, let alone with the pirate logo? Well, Wednesday is your day because like the Blackhawks hat, black crown, button, upper visor, all metallic silver, metallic gold, and yes, the wheel logo for the side patch. So Baser Drew. Yes, it was you.
Yep. Baser Drew, this one's for you, my mans.
And this is actually a 3-dimensional metallic silver Tampa Bay Lightning logo for the back logo, which also I feel like is a very nice touch.
I kind of like that.
Yeah. And I will say for the front logo, the only thing that's 3-dimensional or sticking out is the eyes.
Ah, okay.
And the nose. Sorry, eyes and nose.
That's
I like this logo a lot. Davey and I saw it last time I was in Arizona last month. I saw it in person, like a different hat with this logo. It was very nice.
No, that's vicious. So choices have to be made, or you could get both. You know, if you want to go for the Blackhawks and the Lightning, you know, go for both.
And where's Tampa Bay made?
This one's actually made in Bangladesh. I'm glad you asked because I was just going to once again assume because it's a variety pack hat, it's made in China. So I'm glad you asked the question.
See, you know, Austin.
But yeah, these four next Wednesday, 8 a.m. West Coast time, 11 a.m. East Coast time, hatclub.com, Hat Club app. And that's your next week of hat drops for you guys.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And again, people on IG are asking about the cattle pack hats. Next week, Ben and Tef are showing them off on Monday. They'll be showing them off.
Yeah.
Because, no show next Wednesday.
Sorry, guys.
Yep. Movies only on Monday. You know?
And I will say, next week's show, it's kind of a light week as far as hat drops. And the main reason why is because not this upcoming Saturday, the following Saturday is the in-store exclusive drops. So Arizona, Southern California stores, Roosevelt Field, Great Mall, all have their exclusive drops happening. So we kept it a little bit lighter for the following week as far as drops. So yeah, Monday show, we're going to spend a lot of time going over all the intricate details of the new version of the cattle pack.
Then the main event hats, where are those made?
Main event hats were all made in China.
There you go.
As a reminder, tomorrow, as in Thursday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, hatclub.com, Hat Club app only for the main event.
One might say that next week's show, we're going to milk the cattle pack for all it's worth.
There you go. And just a heads up to everybody too, April is lighter in terms of drops for us in general. That's primarily because of when Chinese New Year's factored in. So those that don't know, everything in China shuts down during Chinese New Year's. So we also have slower production during that time frame. So that's kind of the time frame when it's hitting is April for those deliveries. But I can say very, very strong May, June, July drops, like insane amount of drops happening in those 3 months. And insanely good shit happening in during those months as well. So
hard in the paint, baby, as they say in basketball terms.
Yep. I will say for those that have been asking, hey, Tef, when's your next hat coming? Let's just say very soon, as in.
Actually, speaking of hats, I just found out today, I didn't know this was going to be an in-store exclusive for LA, but the most recent hat that Justin and I designed just arrived at the Melrose store.
Oh, wow. Dope.
Yeah.
Is it an LA exclusive?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Damn.
Wow. Damn. Here Ben is cooking up.
So, yes, I'm getting a couple of them. So they're going to be dropping in May. Yes, May. So I need to figure that out on the calendar, but I will wear it on the show before it drops. Passion project. I'll put it that way.
Hell yeah. Nothing dragon related next week, folks. Still a couple weeks away on that. So.
Dragon related?
Yes, AB.
Oh yeah, duh.
Yes, AB. So and then third asked if they're shifting production. I'm assuming you're talking about due to tariffs. From my conversations, I would assume that there's gonna be a lot more bang hats coming out over the next 4 to 5 months. I think that's like just financially that would make sense. So like that would be my assumption, but things seem to be changing every fucking hour and every day. So with how that's all going down. So my assumptions would be bang more, you'll see more bang hats in the future, but who knows?
I feel like I can say this without repercussions, quote unquote. But yeah, I'm just gonna say this. If a politician is grilled about certain policies that they're going to enact because over time they have shown they're going to do this. Mm-hmm. And then when they're up for election and they say they're not going to do this, as soon as they're elected, they do this. Yeah, they're a lying piece of shit and they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't say any names, but
logic, critical thinking, if you will. I mean, I think like we were saying, it's just naturally, I think things will just kind of, shift based off of where we are. We were doing it, and then now we're not doing it. Then we're kind of going to do it, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this is as difficult as asking, your significant other where they like to eat. This is kind of like one of those situations. Do you want Mexican? Do you want Japanese? Do you want pizza? It's like, and every day the answer changes, but it's okay. That's what we're here for, right? That's what we wanted.
Spice of life, baby. Variety.
Chewy, listen, Chewy, I could work with you, man. I could work with you. A man that knows what he wants. That's all we need. Just people that know what they want. I know.
You guys mind if I give a quick shout out real quick?
Go right ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So I because I don't do bench warmers anymore, I used to talk about all my jersey pickups and stuff like that. But this one was I just got one in yesterday. Mm-hmm. And to my good buddies at the Jersey guys, he was able to track this down for me. I knew it existed, but I had not seen one in existence. Because as you guys know, I just collect champion NBA jerseys. And so I've got multiple of every team, et cetera, et cetera. And like I said, I knew this existed, but I'd never seen one because they only made them in Europe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that is a Charlotte Bobcats Amika Okafor jersey, baby.
Whoa. That is what they call moist, Ben.
Yes. So
that's some lore right there.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I'll ever come across one again, especially in the United States. So yes, Jersey guys, I love you. I appreciate you greatly, and thank you for not stealing my money.
When are you gonna start rocking that thing?
That's a good question because I got to find a hat to match with it.
I know that's gonna be interesting.
I'm open to suggestions, so it's like kind of like indigo, obviously orange, like Detroit Tigers and Astros orange does match with it, thank God. But a little bit of gray in there as well. So it's really the indigo that's kind of the troublesome part. So
yeah, well, indigo and orange is a matchup. We don't see that.
Definitely with saying building blocks. Yeah, third in line. I was definitely thinking building blocks for sure. But building blocks has that yellow in there too. So you may have to find one that's a little bit more tame. But yeah.
You might, Ben, you could. It's gonna be the wrong team. Based off of like location, one, and then two, because it also does have a connection to a different one, but the crossover nationals would work well with that because it's white and indigo.
Yeah,
it's a good call. 510 710 says New York Islanders. I'll have to do a side-by-side comparison the next time I get an Islanders hat in my hand. It's actually not a bad idea.
No, that's not. No, that's a very good one, actually.
Huh. So dreams do come true, kids.
Grambo, the Peter Metz hat is red. So Ben's jersey's orange. Yeah.
I have to have something that's gonna pair with it.
Yeah, somebody CG was talking about frozen tangerine, so maybe that could be
something. And it's funny because I was thinking about that, and it's nothing to get it's not to say baby blue wouldn't go with this. I know it would. It's not a bad idea, but I may have to harass John when I come into Arizona next week and we have to cook something up. So
well, Austin Blom on IG said a Marlins hat, like a orange Marlins hat would work well.
Oh, we're talking. We're talking like moved over to Marlins Park in 2012.
Yeah,
I did not think of that. That is a really good call. I'll do a comparison and pop it up on. Sorry, what was their handle?
Austin, BLOM.
Just one word.
Yep.
AUSTINBLOM.
Yep.
M as in Mary.
Yep.
Got it.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'll give you credit, man. The good call out there. I don't know why I didn't think about that. That is actually probably going to be pretty damn close.
Syracuse Mets would look nice. It wouldn't be indigo blue, unfortunately, but yeah, it wouldn't be too far off.
God. I have not worn that hat in ages either, so it's going to be a nice time to bust it out. Shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shout out to
anybody else got anything else going on?
No, big week in front of us, Benji. We got a lot going on next week. You know, we're talking Hat Club future for us next week. We're talking about a lot of good stuff. Well, we're gonna cook up for the good folks in the hat community.
Sounds good. Yeah.
All right, David. Let's relax.
Yeah,
no mess ever looks good.
Yeah, big congratulations to the UConn women and as well as the Florida Gators men. Your women's and men's national basketball championship for NCAA respectively. Yeah, shouts out to them and yeah,
I still can't believe Houston lost that game.
I don't know.
Not to bring up bad ill will against Houstonians or anything like that. I thought y'all had it in the bag, and then that last play, it about broke me mentally.
Yeah. OG O'Neill asked if there's any cascading logos releasing soon. Tomorrow. Main event. Houston Astros, beautiful cascading logo there. So gotta have quick fingers for that one though.
Indeed.
Dragon 89 Yoda, please. I'll be awaiting your message. I'm always happy to be tapped into a new plug, if you will.
Very nice. Yeah. So, and then enjoy, boys, for next week. Reminder, folks, Monday for next week's show. And we'll be showing off some what'd you say, Tef?
Some movies.
Some movies. Yeah, I was gonna say moo-tastic, but I knew that was so I was like, that's not something Tef would say.
Hey, I might be in in character for the cattle. Well, I can't promise I'll have a cow for the show, but the little double entendre. I've just been on a roll with dad jokes tonight. I don't know what's
You've
going
been
on.
good.
Yeah, don't have a cow if you miss next week's show. You can catch it on YouTube.
Yeah, that was a good question by Best of AZ. Community Day. So we will be planning a community day, and we're going back to Call of Duty. So we'll announce when that community day is going to happen, but we're going to drop into Verdansk with everybody.
Yes.
So I ripped some Verdansk this weekend. It was a hell of a time. Very reminiscent of pandemic days. But it was fun. It was fun. I played it with a couple of buddies and it was a good time. So we'll do a custom lobby for that. There you go.
Listen, man, just give me a couple of hooves of applause and I'm good. No, this is we've reached that threshold at that point. We gotta cut this off fast.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. We really appreciate you. And Ben and Tef will see you next week. And I'll see you guys in a few weeks. So
see you guys.
Shout out to the crew for the main event. Catch it tomorrow. See you guys.
Tomorrow, guys.
Peace.
Later.